Hello and welcome back or welcome. I am book lover Lorna and we have another little big vlog series for you. Now this month, aka November, you'll probably see this slightly into December. It's November, I don't know, like the 2nd or 3rd at the moment. Slight side note, sorry that I sound a bit groggy. I'm a little bit sick, you know, like I feel like I'm like in Mean Girls when she's like, sick. That's how I feel right now. So I'm not tip top and I haven't done any reading yet this month, so that's a bad start, but we're gonna kind of overcome that and it's gonna be fabulous. It is Netgalley November month. If you don't know what this is about, it's essentially in November I and a load of other bookworms will read their Netgalley arcs. So they're essentially, how do I best explain it? I've explained it before. They are advanced reading copy ebooks for book reviewers. So you basically have percentage to reach. It's like 80%. I'm currently on like 66% or something like that. I was near 30 and I requested loads of books. So I've got like a stack of unread books, a theoretical stack because it's like on my Kindle, and I'm gonna work my way through them this month, or at least as many as I can. I've got 20 unread at the moment and my aim is to read about 9. So fingers crossed, pray for me, considering I haven't read yet because I've just been like feeling sorry for myself on the sofa every evening, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Now, if you want to see the books that I plan to read this month, go and watch my Netgalley November TBR, which got uploaded towards the very end of October. I think it went up on the last day of October. So if you're kind of interested in that, please go and watch that. If you want to see what I plan to read, if you want this to be a surprise as we go along, that's absolutely fine. First book that I'm going to pick up will be Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I've been quite looking forward to that one, so I'm going to pick that one up first. Essentially, this video is going to be just me telling you what I'm going to read, and at the end of reading that book, I will tell you my thoughts on it. Halfway through the book, I might give you an update on, like, you know, how I'm feeling, my predictions for how many stars I'm going to give it. I predict that I'm going to give Under the Whispering Door either 4 or 5 stars. So I hope that I'm correct. I really hope. So yeah, join me for a little journey of reading arcs. Some of them are out because I'm a bit behind. Some of them aren't, but they're all like relatively new books or unreleased books. So you know, this could inspire you for some new book reviews, because I find it quite hard sometimes to find new books that are out and are brand new, that are good, that aren't authors that I would usually read. But some of these are authors that I wouldn't usually read. So that's the blessing of Netgalley. So yeah, come along with me for the ride. I'll see you when I've read a bit of Under the Whispering Door or I finished it. This is going to be a bit of a higgledy-piggledy vlog, but we're gonna run with it. We're gonna run with it. So Netgalley November is not going like amazingly, gonna be honest with you. It's now the 10th of November and I spent the whole of the first week of November just being ill. Like walls moving, like letters spinning around my eyes, like kind of ill. So not the old Rona, but that awful cold that apparently is like going around the UK. I still sound a bit husky, to be honest, but I'm mostly recovered now. I'm recovered enough to read now. So we're on the 10th of the month, and that means that I basically didn't read last week, so I've only finished one book. So I finished Under the Whispering Door. Almost forgot what it's called then. I finished Under the Whispering Door. I'm kind of sad that's all I've read so far this month. So I've got a lot of catching up to do, to be quite honest. There's a lot going on. There's always so much going on and I've always just want to do so much reading. I'm back to feeling healthier now, even if I don't sound that healthy. So I just want to sit and read like all day. Like if I could just read all day, that would be like bliss right now. Like that's where my kind of thing is, because like last week I had no motivation. Like I couldn't see what was in front of me. It just was giving me a headache to try and read, and I was just falling asleep, to be quite honest. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not falling asleep. So
yeah, disappointing start to Netgalley November. The only way is up from here, unless, like, you know, I don't read any books for the rest of the month. But I'm gonna. So yeah, Under the Whispering Door, finished that. I've given it 4 stars. I didn't enjoy it as much as The House in the Cerulean Sea, I'll be honest. It's the main theme of death wasn't really for me. Like, I don't like death. I mean, no one likes death, but I really, like, I have a thing about it. Like, we're not friends. Like, I don't want to do it, you know. Standard, no one wants to die. But yeah, I'm not like death's biggest fan, really. So reading a book about death and like the in-betweeny part, yeah, not my best choice. Didn't know what that was about when I requested on Netgalley, to be honest. But I can have a full appreciation of that's a very, very good book, and it's very well written. The story is very comprehensive. It's written in like a good tone and everything like that. So if you haven't got, you know, a thing, beef essentially with death like I do, you would probably quite enjoy it. I did enjoy it, but I was just reading it and I was a bit like, oh no. Not because the book was bad, just because like I don't like the topic. So yeah, could have been better, could have been worse. Very well written, very powerful book, very strong book, good themes. Just not in my world. They weren't the best themes for me personally. So this is a personal losing of a star. Like, it's so well written. I probably could have given 5 stars if the topic wasn't as such that I was like, no. So yeah. 4 stars for Under the Whispering Door. I would still probably recommend it, to be honest, because there aren't many people who would think in exactly the same capacity that I do. So yeah, 4 stars. Who even knows what I'm going to read next? I haven't got a clue. No, actually, no, I think I do. No, actually, I don't. I just had a look at my list and like, I don't know what one I'd pick right this second. Or like the one I'd pick now is not the one that I might pick tomorrow. So we'll see. Who knows? I don't know what book I'm going to read next. But I might even read a not Netgalley one, which is not the point of Netgalley November. But I've got 2 library books to read. 3 library books to read before they go back. 2 this month. 1 I can kind of scooch you on into next month. But yeah, I don't know. This clip has just been me kind of like in a world of my own. Yeah, see you when I've decided what book I'm going to read next. Bye. Okay, I am going to start my second Netgalley November book. Now, I'm not doing this one quite as normal, so essentially it's a Friday, I'm about to go to Reading, so I've got over the weekend like at least 4 hours of driving to do. So I was like, oh, like I'll start an audiobook. So Walking on Sunshine is actually now out. I'm so late to buy. And I thought, well, I could have that as an audiobook and get started on it because it's read by Giovanna Fletcher, aka the author. I absolutely love her. So I was like, oh, it's not all read by her, but some parts are. So I was like, oh, I could quite enjoy that. So I thought before I go, I will just kind of read you the synopsis. Are you ready? It says, in the dark, we all need a little light. After Mike loses Pia, his partner of 17 years, her best friends, Vicky and Zaza, tried to help pick up the pieces. But though Pia's gone, she left a plan, a list of love and instructions to hold Mike and her best friends together, and they're each going to need it. Just engaged, Zaza fears committing any further, Mum Vicky can't see a way past her kids and back to her career, while Mike just feels lost without the love of his life. Aww. But when the list sends them to Peru, where high mountains and sweltering rainforest take them to the brink, all they have to guide them is their faith in Pia's instructions and themselves. Did anyone say Walking on Sunshine was easy? I just think it sounds really cute and kind of like a heartwarming read and everything. So I'm going to read that one next. I'm going to start it as an audiobook and then I'll probably finish it as like a Kindle read on my iPad, to be honest. Just because that's kind of how it's probably going to go. I do predict that I'm going to quite enjoy this one. I generally really enjoy a Giovanna Fletcher book. So fingers crossed this is going to be a good one. I'm predicting 4 or 5 stars. Watch this space. Okay, so I'm at my desk, ready to start my day. Got my knee up in the comfy position. Now, I've made a little bit of progress with my Netgalley books, which is absolutely ace. So I started reading Walking on Sunshine by Giovanna Fletcher, and basically I started it, I actually ended up downloading it as an audiobook because it's out now. So I really enjoyed this. I mean, I love Giovanna Fletcher's books, but this was really nice. Like, it was really sweet. It was quite kind of like heavy, but it made, I don't know, it was uplifting at all the right moments. So I think that worked really well. It was kind of like a bit adventure-y, a little bit of like friendship drama, kind of like the way that life sits heavy on your shoulders, things like that. But I really enjoyed it, and I definitely would recommend it. And I ended up giving it 4 stars. And then I've also, I read in a day, so I didn't even have time to tell you, oh, I'm going to read this, because I just picked up and I just devoured it. On a Night Like This by Lindsay Kelk. Now, if I can, I will tell you what the book is about. Well, I mean, I don't need to read the synopsis because I've read it, I know. So basically, this woman is she's a temp PA, and she manages to get this job for this kind of like high-flying celebrity. And it's what happens. It's very much kind of modern day Cinderella goes to the ball vibes, is what I would say. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was such an easy read. There was a few kind of like, I wouldn't really say it was funny, but there was a few like bits you like, oh, like that's a bit funny. But it did make me feel like I wanted to be Cinderella and go to the ball. Yeah. It might also be one of my favourite books from Lindsay Kelk. I don't know, that's a bold statement, but I think it might be one of my favourite books from her. I gave it 5 stars. So, I mean, I liked some of the I Heart series quite a lot, but I don't know if they would beat this one. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. So definitely recommend that as well. So like Giovanna and Lindsay have both brought out like cracking books. At the same time, actually. I think they were released like on the same day or something. I don't know. Around the same time, definitely. But I 100% recommend both of them, particularly if you like a contemporary fiction read, like a kind of women's life, women empowerment, tiny bit of romance, not a massive amount of romance. It's nice to read books without a lot of romance in, to be honest. It makes a big difference, because that's not usually the case. But yeah, enjoyed both of those. Now, fellow bookworms, it's not been a good month. I've been ill, like for the whole of the month basically, which has been highly unfair. As you can tell by my voice, I'm still ill. I've now got an eye infection also, so I got these little slitty eyes. Who needs them anyway, you know, only to see, it's quite vital. So I've not done a lot of reading this month, and I'm so disappointed that I haven't kind of had the Netgalley November that I wanted to. Like, I envisaged myself kind of like running through loads of books this month, and that's not happened. So it's the 29th of November. I haven't read a Netgalley book for like a while, like a week or a week and a half or something. I have been reading other things. I did think I could fit those other books in quickly, but I haven't been able to because I've been sick. So yeah, it's not. This month hasn't gone how I envisaged it to go, which is fine. Like, not every challenge that I set myself can be amazing and go well. But this one not going so well will make the other ones better. So yeah, but now I've still got a lot of Netgalley books to read because I ended up requesting more in order to like fill prompts and stuff, and I haven't read them. So damn you germs is what I say. So it's the 29th. I've got today and tomorrow. I really am going to try to squeeze in another Netgalley book. So please like send me all your good luck wishes. I'm going to read You'll Be the Death of Me by Karen M. McManus. Let's have a little cheeky synopsis read. Wow, this is really long and my voice is not going to be able to read all this out. Let me have a little kind of look first of all. So there's 3 friends going to school together. Beginning of a very bad day. Ivy lost the student council election. Mateo's burned out. He's working 2 jobs. Cal just got stood up. Okay, so they're all going to ditch school, go into the city. Oh, they've barely left the parking lot before they ran out of things to say. Fabulous. Ooh. Okay, so they're following another student to the scene of his own murder. So it's going to be a bit of a high school murder mystery, is what I'm saying. So I always enjoy a Karen M. McManus book, so fingers crossed I can whiz through it today and tomorrow and finish another book this month. I mean, I've currently read 5 books this month. Netgalley books, not so many. Wow, my voice is so bad. I've read 3 Netgalley books this month. Oh, well, I guess, you know, if I can fit that one in, that'll be 4. I wish I could have read like 6 or 8 or something. But, you know, health is wealth. And I currently don't have health, so got to work on that. But yeah, basically that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to start You'll Be the Death of Me, and I'll speak to you when I've read it and let you know my thoughts. I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it, let's be honest. I love her books. We have made it to the end of November. I finished another book. I finished You'll Be the Death of Me by Karen M. McManus. I read that in the last 2 days of the month, and it wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be, which is kind of sad. It's probably my least favourite of her books that she's released so far. I thought that basically the pace was just so slow. Like, I read it over 2 days, so I was reading it quite quickly. Oh, that's my neighbour's car alarm. So I did read it at quite a quick pace, so you would think that it wouldn't have felt like that, but it's still like, I feel like maybe 80% of the book just felt really drawn out, and then all of the action and the twists and stuff happened in the last 20%, so I don't think it was particularly paced well. I did give it 3 stars, and if you're a Karen M. McManus fan, I would still recommend giving it a read. It's definitely still worthwhile reading, just to kind of see what it is she's come up with this time, but yeah, it was probably my least favourite so far, so that's been sad. It's not been the best Netgalley month, has it? So we finished with 4 books, so read this month. Well, 4 Netgalley books. I did read 2 normal books as well. So I read Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune, gave that 4 stars. Walking on Sunshine by Giovanna Fletcher, 4 stars. On a Night Like This by Lindsay Kelk, 5 stars, so that's definitely the favourite of the month, even with the other books that I read as well, the non-Netgalley ones. That's still definitely the book of the month. Wow, I look like a ghost. This is not ideal lighting. And then You'll Be the Death of Me, 3 stars. So yeah, like I said before, Netgalley November has not been the best. I mean, I think it's 2 colds, but like 2 shocking, like really bad colds. And they just kind of merged into one. So it just feels like I've had a cold for like the whole of November, and a cough as well. But it's not, you know, the big thing at the moment. I have checked. So it's not been the best reading month, or the best health month, or the best, you know, even going to the gym month. It's not been ideal. But hopefully, like going into December now, like I'm slowly getting there. I'm still not there. But I got 8 books to read in December, so it's December now. Like it's the 1st of December, so the Christmas decks are up. Yes. Merry Christmas and all that jazz. So yeah, this has not been the most exciting reading vlog, but what can you do? You'll have more reading vlogs coming your way in December, which will be a little bit more kind of detailed, relaxed, more chill vibes than me just telling you what I'm going to read and what I thought of it. Although obviously I would do that as well. Other chill times in there as well. So yeah, that's where we're at. And also, hopefully in the next few days, I might be able to wear makeup again, because I've got an eye infection. So I've had a cold through the whole of November and also an eye infection. So I am in tip-top health. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I guess thank you very much for watching. We should probably wrap this video up now. Don't really have anything else to say because I haven't read that many books this month. My ratio went up, my feedback ratio went up by like 3% on Netgalley. I was hoping to get it up to like 80 and we're on like 66. So, mind you, even if I'd have read the books, now I realise if I'd have read the books that I wanted to, I don't think we would have even got to 80%. We would have got close though.
So my plan is kind of like December, I'm going to read 2 or 3 Netgalley books, but the Christmas ones. So, I mean, every month I just need to be reading like 1 or 2 Netgalley books. Or try to. I always say that I'm going to try and do that, and then I never, because I just pick up the books that I can see on my shelves, like physical books. Oh, my words. I'm just a jumble and a mess. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's that. This is Christmas now. I'll wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching. Happy reading, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.